Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
Kentucky State Parole Board is defending itself against criticism and death threats after a man convicted of killing a 6-year-old boy was released from prison after serving half his sentence.
Hold on. I feel like hurting a child, killing a child, or doing anything nefarious to a child and early release from prison should never be in the same sentence. That's just how I think about that. Ever. And I get it, laws are laws or whatever the case may be, but laws can be changed. And I feel like this is one of those that could be changed. You do something to a child, you're serving out the full term.
In 2015, Exantis killed 6-year-old Logan Tipton in Versailles, Kentucky, and attacked 2 other family members there in that house. A jury found him not guilty by reason of insanity. They did find him guilty in the attack on the rest of the family.
I'm not going to lie to you, when I heard this, I was like, that makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. How do you find him not guilty for reason of insanity for killing the 6-year-old boy that was sleeping? But then be like, oh, we'll get him for assault for this one. Huh? That doesn't make any sense.
Now, the Attorney General of Florida confirming that Exantis was in Marion County, Florida, but failed to register as a convicted felon. Officers located him and then arrested him at a home. Just last week, after serving less than half of his 20-year sentence, he was placed on parole and released from custody.
Yeah, after hearing everything, I still feel the same way. Because I kind of wanted to hear out, okay, well, what happened, da-da-da-da. And yeah, he basically got off easy as hell. Because they charged him for assault and not for the murder of the 6-year-old boy who was sleeping, might I add. Just want to keep, I want to nail that down because that's crazy. But reason of insanity, that's why they didn't charge him for that. Now, I understand that, that there's things out there for prisoners that, especially if they're good behavior, work release stuff, things like that. I get it. And I'm not saying those things are bad, but I think it should be looked at as a case-by-case situation. And this is one of those case-by-cases where you look at it and you say, I think he should fucking do his full term. I mean, if he finishes his 20 years, it is what it is. But releasing him early for killing a child is wild to me. But here's the crazier part. You ready for this? The dad made a statement, and the dad was like, the dad of the child. The dad was like, if I ever come across this guy in real life, I'm gonna kill him. If the dad follows through with this, which I wouldn't blame him, but sir, don't do it. It's gonna take you away from your family. If he does go through with this, the dad would get more time probably in prison than this dude got in prison for killing his son. That's the crazy part about it. Yeah. It's a fucked up story. Here's what I don't really understand either. If the parole board all voted no to release him, the law trumps the vote? I feel like the vote should trump the law. Maybe I'm not understanding properly. I don't know. But I feel like if there's a law out there and there's a certain situation, the parole board should vote. And if they all vote to not release him, this nigga shouldn't be released. That's just me. Anyways, what do y'all think?